is her question. How should a beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism? Once again, how should a beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism? We would like to call in candidate number 7, Stacy Lopez.
Pick your question,
Pick a
please.
question and give it to me. Candidate number 7, I will read the question twice para mas maintindihan mo. After kung basahin na 2 beses, you have your time to answer. This is the question. If inner beauty is emphasized in beauty pageant, then why are there physical requirements upon joining it? Once again, if inner beauty is emphasized in beauty pageant, then why are there physical requirements upon joining it?
Thank you for that question. Well, the question is if the inner beauty is possessed or probably is required in a pageant, and why is it like the outside beauty or the outer beauty is important or a requirement? I believe because in beauty pageant, there is a lot of standards, like there is a lot of criteria that judges have to judge, and definitely that is normal. But I believe that at the end of every categories, like the swimsuit, long gown, and national costume, where we able to give our efforts, we provide and we show what we got, the body that we got, the beauty that we got. At the end, what is really important is the inner beauty, and I know that the judges will able to determine that one by the candidates answering the questions. Because from that scenario that we are answering the questions, the judges were able to acknowledge and determine what's really the candidates has what to offer with their heart. That is why in beauty pageants, I believe that is just a standard and it is normal, because of course to show to people and to show to audiences the beauty that you have worked hard. But of course at the end of the day, what really matters is the inner beauty. And me as an answer right now, I'm hoping that I was able to inspire people that whatever happens in your life, you have to inspire people and you touch people's life. Thank you.
Very well said. Binibining Gay, candidate number 7, Stacy Lopez. This time, I would like to call on Binibining Gay, candidate number 6, Miss Jet de la Cerda.
This is your time. Candidate number 6, please. Pick your question and pakiabot sa akin po. Thank you. As what my co-host said, I'm going to read it twice and then we're going to answer it. Konting katahimikan lang po para sa ating mga manonood as our candidate delivers her answer. Your question is, do you believe that hazing and fraternities has its own good? Why or why not? Again, do you believe that hazing and fraternities has its own good? Why or why not?
In my 22 years of existence, I've grown with 2 older brothers that are part of a fraternity. And the only cons or the negative aspect that I see in it is the hazing part. But the benefit or the good part that we see on sororities or fraternities is the unity that they have. Because this is really beneficial, especially if the fraternity is for your work or on educational purposes, because it can also be used on good connections and it can help you during this pandemic. I've seen my brothers being helped or being helpful by to the members of their fraternity. So I believe that if there will just be no hazing part and a physical aspect, then I don't see any problem with that at all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Candidate number 6, Miss Jen Tila Serna.
Parang si Jawo at saka si Iwok sumagot.
Yeah. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we will call on candidate number 1, the very beautiful Miss Aya Garcia. Miss Aya, you may pick your question and give it to me.
Good luck, Miss Aya.
I will read twice, Miss Aya. This is your question. How should a beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism? Once again, how should a beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism?
Okay, how should the beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's face the reality that criticism is very rampant nowadays. And it is not only the beauty queen who experience criticism. All of us are experiencing this kind of critics. But then again, as a beauty queen, how we will respond to that? Definitely just smile and take those ruthless criticism as a challenge for us to make our individuality more productive than anybody else. Because I always believe that everyone has its own expression towards others. But then again, if you yourself know that you are in the right position and you are in the right way, then definitely people will never criticize you. So definitely always think and better do good things, not only for the benefit of your own self, but for the benefit of the society, so that the society will never ever criticize you. Because I always believe that we are all equal, and as a beauty queen, you are an inspiration towards others. You've been a role model, so definitely take your time to make your individuality has its own purpose. And I believe that what you do for yourself dies with you, but what you will do for humanity will always remains eternal. Thanks so much.
Very well said. Candidate number 1, Miss Aya Garcia. This time, let's meet our candidate number 8, Miss Queen Bolo. May I take your question and give it to Miss Diana?
Can you give it to me? Queen Bolo, thank you. Okay, this is her question. Who do you think is the biggest misconception about beauty pageant contestant? Again, who do you think is the biggest misconception about beauty pageant contestant?
So is it who, not what, right?
Who?
Okay, so it means that's a person.
Yes.
Can I borrow po?
Okay, I'll rephrase the question. What do you think is the biggest misconception about beauty pageant contestant? Again, what do you think is the biggest misconception about beauty pageant?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, when I was a child, I dreamed to be a beauty queen, but it's true. But I was criticized by the people. It's because many people thinking about that only white women can bring home the crown. That is the biggest misconception about beauty pageant. That only white women need to be a queen. Always remember, me as an individual, that is my biggest fear. To step on this stage called pageantry. It is because a lot of discrimination and criticism of the people. But you know what? I embrace my diversity. I embrace my black beauty. Therefore, the biggest misconception about the pageantry is only white women can win. Always remember, even we are black individuals, we lives matters. Therefore, always remember that even though we are Black beauty, we can also be a queen. Therefore, I am standing here in front of you, saying this. Let us all break that stigma that not only white women can win. Because even me, I can be a queen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I just read what I saw to the question.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, our last finalist, Miss Patricia Payuno. Miss Patricia, you may pick your question and give it to me.
Okay, her question is, what is your best non-physical asset and why do you say so? Again, what is your best non-physical asset and why do you say so?
I think my best non-physical asset is my ability to sell things. Because if you don't know, aside from being a beauty queen, I am now a property specialist. I sell properties for a living. And my life doesn't revolve about beauty pageant and glitz and glamour alone. I have a personal life too. I have a family, I am a daughter, I am a friend. And my biggest personal asset is that if you put me in the street with nothing in me, I can survive because I am street smart. Being book smart and versus being street smart are two different things. And being practical, especially in this kind of times, I think is very important because I think you have to utilize your assets and your skills as a human being so that you know your strengths, so that you know how to live with the resources that is only given to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Patricia Payumi, and that concludes our question and answer portion. This is it. The judges have spoken.
This is it, Pantokeños. Our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok 2022 fourth runner-up will receive a sash and 5,000 pesos in cash. And our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok fourth runner-up is Binibining Gay candidate number 7, Stacy Toroteo Lopez.
To present the award for the Binibining Gay Pantok 2022 fourth runner-up is Kagawad Jerlyn Bohe and Mr. Adrian Sosa.
Our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok third runner-up will receive sash and 5,000 cash. Our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok third runner-up is Binibining Gay number Binibining Gay Queen number 6, Jack De La Serna.
To present the award for our third runner-up is Kagawad Bonham Orlando and Jinea Hipolito.
And now, our second runner-up will receive a sash and 7,000 pesos in cash. And our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok second runner-up is Binibining 1, Aya Garcia.
To present the award for our second runner-up is Kagawad Romel Torres and Mr. John Christopher Morillo.
And now, our Binibining Gay Barangay Pantok 2022 first runner-up will receive sash and 10,000 cash, and she is none other than Binibining Gay Queen number Binibining Gay number 8, Patricia Payumo.
And our the most exciting. Yes, i-clear lang natin. Oo. I-clear lang natin, opo. Okay, nagkamali lang po ng number pero tama ang name. Alright. I-clear lang po natin. Our first runner-up is candidate number 10, Patricia Payumo.
So presenting award for our Binibining Game Pantok 2022 first runner-up is Secretary Jersey Salazar and Mr. John Carlo Izon.
And now we reach the most exciting part of the crowning. Our next winner, she will receive a crown, sash, and 15,000 pesos in cash. Binibining Game Barangay Pantok 2022 is none other than candidate number 8, Miss Queen Bolo.
So presenting award for our Binibining Game Barangay Pantok 2022 title is Roque Albuquerque and our cast queen Sean Santos, together with SK Sherman, Jonas Hervasio.